Hello guys, this is your 8th Verify Max class. So this is your final class for Verify Max. So in this class we will learn how to do high quality render setup. So in the previous classes we have learned how to do a low quality render setup. And once you set the low quality render settings, you can use that same settings for both interior and exterior. Like the same way in high quality render setup, if we do the settings for high quality render, we can use that same file for both interior and exterior. The only difference in the interior and exterior is the lighting setup, that which we have already learned in the previous classes. So like for interiors, lightings require a less amount of intensity. But in the case of exterior, we need to increase the intensity value much higher comparing to interior. That is the main difference between interior and exterior. But coming to this low quality render setup and high quality render setup, this doesn't affect that much. So it is almost similar for both. Like how we have already used the low quality render setup for both interior and exterior. Like the same way we can use the high quality render setup for interior and exterior as well. So before starting to do the high quality render setup, we'll add some files. We'll add some extra furnitures, like I have removed the bed and the old bed which was just a normal bed. I have removed that and now we'll add new furniture and we will see uh, like how to use the cockpit. We have already learned in the 3ds Max classes, but now again we will see in the V-Ray for Max classes. So to import the furnitures, we have many sources. One is you can use the Cosmo browser. You can just download and import it directly in the 3ds Max file. Other way is we can download furnitures from websites like Lumion, Bitnam, or 3D Brew, like those websites. So I have already downloaded the files. I'll show you guys. Like I've downloaded a bed, I've downloaded a carpet, and I have downloaded wall picture frame from Lumion Vietnam. So like this, you guys can also download these files separately and then open this file in separate file like this. So I have downloaded each in separate file and I opened that particular file separately. And once you open this file, if the material is not visible properly, then you can just apply on the railing bitmap. See if this cloth material is not visible, it's showing completely black, then you can just select this model and you can apply a railing bitmap. You can copy the file path, then these materials will be properly appeared. So you guys know how to use reading bitmap as I have shown this in the previous class. So utilize that and just after downloading, make sure all the materials are properly sorted. I've already done this and these are the things that I want to import this into the main working file. So now to import these working files, there are some methods. One is to just drag that to the 3ds Max file and drop it here and click on merge. Once you click on merge, the model furniture will be imported. And if the materials are not visible properly, then we have to do the relink bitmap. So that is one method. The another method is you can directly open files separately like this, and you can fix the material problems in the separate file itself. So this method is much better because if you do the previous method like importing all the files in one file, it might become the file might get hanged. You might be working this file as separately, but instead, if you just import a wrong file, it might get very heavy this main file and it might get hanged. So to avoid that, we can just open those files which we download separately and fix the material problems using real bitmap in separate file. And after that, we can just import this to the main file using copy.do. So this is the copy.do which we have already seen in the previous Max classes, how to do this. So now we'll see again how to just copy in the second method. This is the alternate method. So first thing that you have to do is select this model. Once you select this model, press X. We have already installed the computer. So now the only thing is we have to press X. After pressing X, we can just type copy file. See, copy objects to file. Once you type copy materials, so copy objects to file will come. Just click on this and now go to the main folder, main file, and change this to top, change this to version override, and just zoom it out. Now press X and type paste. So once you type a paste, this will appear paste objects from file. Just click on this. Now we can see that the bed has been loaded into the 3ds Max file. Now just move this file to the location in the plan. Easily you can fix this. Just bring it like this and now rotate this like, like this and again move, just move this file properly, bring this file inside the bedroom like. So now we can properly place it how we want to place the files like this. So that's how it is. Like this, we have to import uh, the files easily. So now we have completed this one. Now let's move to the next file, which is a carpet. Select the carpet and press X, type copy, click on copy objects to file, and then open the main file, press X and type paste objects from file. The thing is has been placed now. So the only thing we have to do is we have to move this to the bedroom like this. Now we have to scale this. So click on the scale and then just try to increase this like this. And again go to move. Just place it like this. Just place it like this and delete the old cursor. So we can also increase the scale little more like this. So let's keep it like this. And now press on move and adjust the file properly like this. And also change the thing to 10 mm in the Z axis like this. So like this, we have to place a carpet. And the next thing is we have to place a wall frame. So now go here and select any one of the frame. One frame is enough. So I select on ungroup. So I will select this file now. Let's select this file and make it a group. And let's press X, copy this file and go to the main version file, press X, paste the file, paste objects from files. So it is located here. Click on move. Let's move this object to the room. And let's rotate this. Bring this here. So we have to again rotate this to the opposite side like this. So now again fix this in the wall like it. Select on the frame and move it upwards like this. So let's scale this like this and move it. Let's move it like this. That's all. So after this, now the next thing what we do is we replace this dressing table stool and side table. So for this, we'll just directly go into the Cosmo browser. So in Cosmo browser, let's select the furniture. In the furnitures, we will see anything related to the dressing stool and side table. So now, as for dressing stools, so let's download this one as an dressing stools. So click on this and download this. So once after downloading, let's import this. Click on import and just close this. You can see it is imported over there. Now let's move this to the model. Let's move it like this and select this one. Let's delete this. Select it and let's move this. Just move it like this. That's how. After this, let's download any site table for this. So again, click on Cosmo Cursor. Go to 3D model. Where let's see any site table. So go to furniture, click on home and again go to furnitures. And now let's see site tables. Site table which will match properly to our furnitures. Let's see what is available there. So let's download this now. Download this and we'll import this into the file. Now just import this file and close this. Let's see where it is recorded. Okay. Press on move. Let's move it to the bedroom. We have to rotate this file, rotate it like this, then again move. Just move it like this. Let it be like this. Now select this one and let's delete this. So here we'll place some accessories above the dressing table as well as the side table. So again go to Cosmo brochure and here just click on accessories. In accessories we'll download something related to it, which we can place above the dressing table as well as the side table. So let's select a subcategory. Just click on this decoration and in this we'll find something which we can place on the table. So let's download these books and place in the 3ds Max file. Just click on enter and after that again go to the decoration. Here we'll download another file so we'll download this one. So we are already downloaded this. I'll import this one. Okay, this is enough. Now let's close this. Now let's move both files inside the home. So move this here and move this here. And then let's rotate this like this and just scale this little bit down and let it be like this. After that, click on this file and move above like this. and let's move it inside like this. Let's scale this little bit, something like this. So just place it like this. And after this, after setting the files like this, the next thing is we'll apply a ceiling light, a plain light over here. So for that, turn on the snap toggle and go to V-Ray lights. In the V-Ray lights, select the V-Ray light. Here, make sure plain light is there. And then using snap toggle, let's click here and till here, drag it like this. And give the value as multiplier as 80 and change the mode to temperature and temperature value let it be like 4 position. Just give the temperature value as 4000 or else 3500. Change this to 3500 and let's move the thing. Change this to perspective. Now change come out of the virus mode. Now just move it a little bit down. Okay, turn off the smart folder and now move it a little bit down like this. And after that, we'll apply light on this surface. So here we have to apply a spotlight. So click this and go to modify, change this to edit poly. Now just click on the polygon like this and open the material editor. Click on the light material and click assign to the selection. Click on elements. Just click assign to the selection. Okay, whole thing is applied. Okay, let it be like this. So now you can close this, come out of this. And another thing what we have to do is we have to place the now we have to place the V-Ray light disk. So again click on V-Ray light, change this to disk and give the value around 80 and change the temperature, change the mode to temperature and make it as 3500. Now let's create a disk like this. Just move it upwards. Just move it like upwards. And then again go to top view, go to top view Now let's go to modify. So, so everything is fine. Multiplier is empty. Change the mode to temperature and 3500. And after this, let's copy this and paste it as an instance. So press shift and copy this and place it here. Click on instance, click OK. Then again press shift, copy this and paste it here like this. And now click OK. So close the material editor and also change this to, so let it be like this. Now let's give a rough render, which is a low quality render setting. Just let's see the interactive render with a low quality setting. So now we can see that we have applied three spotlights and we have applied this one light. And now we have applied the bed, which we imported, the frame, the carpet, and this side table and this, which we downloaded from Cosmo browser. So now we have got the low quality render. The thing is, we have to make this as a high quality render. So now let's begin with the high quality render. So let's close this file. And before that, we have to save this file. Just press Ctrl S. So now go to render setup. Just click on render setup to make the settings for a high render, high quality render. So the first thing that we have to make sure is select V-Ray 6. V-Ray 6 should be selected, and then in the V-Ray tab, click on the V-Ray tab. The first thing that we have to change here is in the image sampler, we have to make sure the bucket is selected. And after selecting bucket, we have to uh, turn on the interactive image filter. So, okay, after turning on the image sampler, in image sampler anti-aliasing, we have to make sure the type is bucket. And then in the low quality render, we have turned off the image filter. But here we have to turn on the image filter. So in image filter, we have options here, many options here. But the thing is, we can select two options, that is cat background, and another thing is mid shell and neutral. So if you click on cat background, this will generate a render which will create like a sharp thing. So it will create a sharp kind of renders using the filter called Catmull RAW. Another thing is mention neutral. So if you use this filter, it will reduce the outline which we see in the LED lights. When we do a render, there will be a slightly outline will be there around the LED lights on the light surface. To reduce that outline, we can use the Mitchell natural this filter. So if you use this Catman ROM, it will create a sharp render. You don't need to do the further changes. You don't need to do the further settings. But if you click on the Mitchell natural, you have to change additional settings here. In the rigging, we have to just give 0, and then again in the blur, we have to give the value also 0. So these are the changes that we have to do. And in the bucket image sampler, we have to change the minimum subdivisions as 1 and change this for low quality, the maximum subdivision is 4. But for high quality render, we have to make it at least 24. Just change this to 24. And in the noise threshold, instead of 0.01, we have to give 0.005 like this. So these are the values that we have to do. And after this, we have color mapping. So click on color mapping. So here we have to select the type as exponential, and then here instead of default we have to make it to advanced. So just click on the default, automatically it will change to advanced. So now we have to change this to, in the mode we have to change this to color mapping only. So yeah, make sure color mappings only, no background. This option is selected. So click on this. So after that, we don't need to do additional changes here. Just make sure mode is color mapping only. And after completing this, now let's move on to the GI tab. In GI tab, we have primary engine and secondary engine. So in low quality render, we had used brute force and irradiance now. But for high quality render, only brute force is recommended. So always, if you are doing a high quality render, make sure the primary engine is just brute force. Only brute force is recommended for the high quality render. In the secondary engine, let's select the light catch. And in light catch, we have to do, just make sure the still is selected. In the preset in light catch, make sure the preset is still. And then the subdivision should be, for low quality, we have given 500, but for high quality, it should be 1500, like this. So after making these changes, then move on to settings. In the settings, come to the system. In system, we have to change the sequence to spiral. So for low quality, we have given a triangulation sequence. Now for high quality render, we have to give spiral. So the rendering during the rendering, the buckets will go in a spiral mode like this. So it will reduce the time of the render. For that reason, we have to change this to spiral. And after that, in the dynamic beam limit, just make sure as it is 1 lakh, the value should be 1 lakh, so that it will increase the consumption of the RAM. So make sure the dynamic beam limit is 1 lakh. And after that, we will go to render elements. So in render elements, for low quality render, we have added the layer only V-Ray denoiser. But for high quality render, these render elements are very, very important. So in this, we have to add almost many layers, like around 10 layers. So first layer is this one. So select this and let's delete this. Now, as from start, click on render element. For high quality render, just click on add layers. And here we have to select almost around 10 to 11 additional layers. So first click on V-Ray denoiser and then press Control and click on V-Ray extra texture. First click on V-Ray denoiser and press Control and click on V-Ray extra texture. After that, click on V-Ray global illumination. After that, click on V-Ray lighting and then click on V-Ray material ID. And then after that, click on V-Ray object ID. So next thing we have to select. Yes, select. Next thing we have to select V-Ray reflection. So just select V-ray reflection and then V-ray refraction. So after selecting V-ray reflection and V-ray refraction, we have to select V-ray self-illumination and then V-ray total lighting. And last, we have to select V-ray wire color. So these are the layers that we have to select. Press Control and select V-ray denoiser, select V-ray extra texture, select V-ray global illumination, select V-ray lighting, and then select V-ray material ID, V-ray object ID. After that, select V-ray reflection, V-ray refraction, V-ray self illumination, and then V-ray total lighting, last V-ray wire color. Now click OK. Once after adding all these things, click OK. And further, we have to do the additional settings for only V-ray denoiser, V-ray extra texture, and then for V-ray material ID and V-ray object ID. Only for these four things, we have to do the additional changes. So click on V-ray denoiser. In the V-ray denoiser, make sure you enable this. After enabling this, we have to go to the V-ray denoiser parameter. In V-ray denoiser parameter, the denoising engine should be default V-ray denoiser. So select this and then preset should be strong. Click on strong and after that in advanced denoiser setting, the mode should be show denoiser result channel. So click this. And after doing this changes, go to V-ray extra texture. So in V-ray extra texture, select elements parameter and just click enable. Just click on enable. So okay. So let it be like this. Here in V-ray extra texture parameter, we have to add the texture. So click on the no map. Here we have to add V-ray the. So just click on this, give it double click on V-ray the. So now we can see that V-ray that has been applied here. So now open the material editor, select any new slot like this, and just drag and drop this V-ray the to that particular file. Make it as instance copy and click OK. And change the radius to 100. Change this radius to 100 like this. So like this we have to add the V-ray dirt on a material editor. So this V-ray extra texture is nothing but it's like it will create a shadows image. So in the post production, we can use that shadow image to edit the shine. The main purpose of render elements is to do the post production. If you just add a V-Ray denoiser and proceed with the high quality render, the render outcome can be good, and we can just finish off with that render itself. We can just finish off with that render itself just by having V-Ray denoiser. But we are adding these many elements because we can do this post production in the Photoshop by editing everything like shadows, and we can also change the light colors. For that purpose, we are adding so many elements. If you have rendered the light with a warm color, and then later if you want to change that to cool color, we can do that thing by with the help of these layers in the Photoshop. So that is the main reason So we have to add this number of relay elements. So after doing this, now next thing is let's go to the material ID. Next is click on Vira material ID, and in Vira material ID, we can directly use that in the uh, we can use that directly in this material editor. So how to add the material ID? So if we have this material, see, we have this material, which is a wall material. If you just use this big material and click on the wall, we got that material. But how to add material ID to this material? So here you have something material ID channel. So just if you click and hold on this, you have so many numbers like this. So I'll give this material as 1. So the material ID number is 1 for this material. So the next material that we have is mirror. So click on mirror, just pick the material. So already we have a mirror material here. Now I want to give the material ID number for this as 2. So click and hold on this particular number and give the value as 2. So this material ID number is 2. Like this, we have to give material ID number for each and everything. Now I will select this glass material and change this to 3. Now I'll select this material and I will change this to 4. And then for light material, I will change this to 5. Like this, for floor material, I will change this to 6. Curtain material, change this to 7. So like this, we have to give value for each and every material ID. Now if I click on mirror, I can see material ID number is 2. If I click on material, this material, and I can see the material ID number is 4. So like this, we have to give material ID number for each and every materials that we have applied in the model. So after this, we have material Vray object ID. So click on Vray object ID. For Vray object ID, what we have to do is just select any model here. I select the mirror. Now we can close this material editor, and after selecting any object, so Vray object ID is like it is all dependent on the objects. So if I select this mirror and give a right click, after giving a right click, uh, there should be something called object properties. So yeah, after giving a right click, select an object and give a right click and click on object properties. Now in object properties, here something is called G buffer. So here I have to give the object ID. So now I will give the object ID as 100. Enter. Now I will click OK. So this object ID is 100. Now I will select this object and give a right click, object properties. I'll give it as a 1000. We can give a random numbers, whatever numbers that we want to give, we can give. Now select this object and give a right click and go to object properties. In the G buffer object, I will make it as a 10,000. Now I will click OK. So like this, randomly we can give number for each material, each object. For each and every object, we can give a random number. But there is a limit for giving the number. Now I'll again click on object properties, and now I will give like 1 lakh and click enter. But you can see it is not allowed. So we can give below this number, whatever the number that you want to give for that object, you have to give below this number, 665,534. Below this number alone, you can give randomly any number, but you cannot give above this number. So that is what the difference is. Now I can give like 65,000. 65,000, I can give the object ID for this. But I cannot go beyond that 65,535. So that's the difference. Like this, we have to give, select each object and give the object ID as random as we want. I'll give this as a 500. Click OK. So after doing all this, we have to just save this high quality render file. So after doing this all, let's go to common, and here in custom, let's set the value as 1024 into 6, 768, and let it be like this. And let's save this preset. So save the preset. I would like to save it in my class 8 folder and just rename it as a high quality render setup. Just rename it as a high quality render setup and click on save. Just you have to press Ctrl and unclick on the common. So only let others be saved except common, because common we have to change the custom width size and everything as we want. So just uncheck the common and click save. So we have saved the high quality render. Now we can give the high quality render, and so before saving this we have to so now we have two options that we can save this file in two options. So first we'll just close this and let's give a render. So now high quality render is being happening, so it will take time. Okay guys, now you can see the render has been completed. So now you can see this is what the high quality render is. If you zoom, you can just see the quality in the render. So this is how you have to do a high quality render. So after the render is completed, the next task is we have to save this render. But in high quality render, we have multiple render elements. So we have to save all the render elements at the same time. How to save that is just go to, after completing the high quality render, to save this multiple render files in same time. To go to file, you have saved all image channels to separate file. So select this method. If you are just doing a low quality render, we can just directly save current channel. But now we have multiple render elements, so we have to select on this one. Save all image channels to separate files. So click on this. So guys, here for high quality render, we have to save it in two formats. One is Targa and another one is TIF. So if you click on all formats, there is one render which is called as Targa image file and another one is TIF image file. So we have to save the files in two methods. So first we'll create a new folder here and rename it as a Targa and create another new folder here and rename it as TIF like this. So first select this folder and change this to Targa file and name it as interior render like this. Just name it as interior render and now click on save. Now this Targa image control will appear. So here we have to in the bits per pixel we have to select 32. So make sure 32 is selected in the bits per pixel and after that just make sure uh, multiplied alpha is selected and uncheck the compress. Never check on the compress, uncheck the compress, just select on the 3 multiplied alpha and after that just click OK. Just click on OK. So once it's done, so now you can see these are the Targa files which we have saved. So all the files have been saved as Targa. So the next method is we have to save the TIF. So now again go to file, click save all image channels to separate file and now go back and click TIF folder and here save as a interior render and change the file format as TIF image file like this and click on save. And here in the TIF image control, just make sure image type as a 16-bit. Select 16-bit color and then in compression, just make sure no compression and then in dots per inch, just let it be as a 300 dots per inch. So this must be 300 and here you have to select no compression and here you have to select on 16-bit color and then click OK. So once that also is done, let's check. So in TIF here, now you can see the number of layers that we have been adding. So see guys, this is one type. This is the main render effects result. And then we have video wire color. And then we have video total lighting effect. And we have video self illumination. We have video refraction. We have video reflection. And we have video object ID. So these are the objects that we selected and we have mirror material ID. So these are the materials that we applied there. So this is the mirror lighting. V-Ray global illumination, and V-Ray extra texture now. So this is the shadow thing. So this is the V-Ray denoiser. Okay, guys. So these are the many layers that we will get as a high quality render in the final output. So that's all, guys. This is how we have to do it. Let's save this another thing like a normal JPEG. Just name it as one and save this. Okay, open. Now let's close this. So that's all, guys. This is how we have to do a high quality render. So till here, just try this out, guys. So after this, in few more minutes, I have one more thing to teach you. That is how to create carpets, how to create grass using V-Ray fur. So after a few minutes, we will see how to do that, and then we'll end the class. So till here, that's all, guys. V-Ray for Max class is over. So let's see in few more minutes. Just try this out till here. Okay, guys. Thank you. Okay, guys, now let's continue with the class. So this is the final part of the video for Max class. So now we'll see how to create video for like creating a carpet or creating grass kind of fur. So for that, first we have to create a plane. So go to geometry in the standard primitive. Let's create a plane like this. Just create a plane. So after creating a plane, let's set a camera to put on the moon. Now let's go to camera and let's select V-Ray camera, V-Ray physical camera. Where let it go? Top. Okay. From top, let's place the camera like this and change this to perspective. Change this just as a default thing. Now let's select the camera both and move this camera a little bit upside like this. And press C to set the camera view. And also let's place the light. So go to light, select V-Ray and click on V-Ray light. Let it be plain. Just drag this like this. And let's move this around 2000. So now let's change this to perspective. So move it down like this and come out of the Wi-Fi override. So now let's set the camera properly like this. So let's fix the camera like this. And in the light, go to modify and let's make it as 100. Let's make it as 100 and then leave it as it is. Select the camera and go to modify. So in modify, let's change the aperture number, this f number to 18 and then this as 20 like this. Now let's do a render setup, rough render setup. So let's load a low quality render. Select the thing. Just click on low quality render and click open. Load. So after that, let's change the output as a custom and let it be like 800 by 600 something like this. And here change this to camera 01 and lock this. After that, just close this and here add a show safe frame and just give an interactive render. So it is been appearing like this. Then again, let's select the camera and change the aperture as 10. Let's change this as 10 or 5. So let it be like this. Change this to 5. And now just let's see how the things is being done. Okay, let's close the render now. So well, now to add the fur material, like if you want to create a grass over this plane or a carpet material over this plane. So first we have to select the plane and after selecting the plane, go to geometry. Go to geometry, which is here. And here in geometry, click on the standard primitives. Here you have a V-Ray. Just click on V-Ray. So in V-Ray, we have V-Ray fur. So now click on the V-Ray fur. Once you click on V-Ray fur, now you can see, now you can see the difference. V-Ray fur has automatically created the grass. Now go to modify. So once you go to modify, now you can alter however that you want. So you can also alter the length. See like this, we can increase the length and then like this, we can increase the thickness or reduce the thickness. And Making like this, see, increasing the, see, by changing the gravity, we can make it like as a long grass by uh, just changing the value of gravity. In minus, we can change the gravity of the grass like this. So like this, using the gravity, we can change it like this. Let's keep it like this, and let's keep the length up to like this. Change the gravity like this, and thickness. Let's increase the thickness like 1000. So okay, thickness is not working. Once let's see in the render with, okay guys, in the render we can see the thickness, but in the model we cannot see the thickness. So we have to change the setting to view this same thickness in the model also. So let it just turn on the interactive render. Now let's change the thickness. So now we can just see how the thickness works. So if you reduce it like this, point 0.1 mm, it looks thickness like this. If we increase the thickness, you can see how it changes. So let's keep it as 0.2, and we can change the height. Let it be height like this. And with gravity, you can straighten it. You can change the gravity like this. If we increase the gravity, if you give the plus value, it straightens like this. If we just give the minus value, it rotates, it bends like this. So we'll reduce the length also to like this. And then there is something called bend. So bend, it works like this. If you reduce the bend, it becomes like something very straight. But if we just give a value of bend similar to like 1, so let it be like 9.95. And there is something called taper. So this taper, you can see what taper means. If you increase the taper, the edges become sharp. If you decrease the taper, it becomes normal. So the difference you will see when we increase the thickness. If I increase the thickness to zero point 0.5, now we have a round edges at the end. Now if I increase the taper, we'll see the difference. We have at the bottom we have a round, but at the ending we have sharp edges. So it cleanly makes it like a grass or a fur for carpets and for natural grass. So using taper, you can make the edges as sharp. Now let's reduce the thickness to 3. So let the thickness be like this. And after that, what we have, so we have a distribution thing. So as per area, we can distribute the number of grass as per area or as per face. So if you click on face, see, we have given 1 as the face value. If we increase it, see, like this, we can increase the density. So by giving 100, we have increased the number of density of the grass. So it looks very full. In the render, you can see we can reduce, we can decrease and increase the density like this. So this is by per face. Now if you click on per area, see again per area, we can increase it like this. If you increase same by per area, it's like the value is around like 0.6, 0.7 like that. But here it is like in numbers. You can give around 200 or 300 like that. By decreasing per area, we can reduce the fur. By increasing, we can give amount how much ever that we want. Let's give it as zero point 0.5. Let it be like this. So now let's reduce the length of this like this. So now the thing is we have to apply material tool. So to apply the material, open the material editor. Just open the material editor like this, and then also open the Cosmo browser to download the materials. So here to see the material, just click on materials, and in the materials category, let's go to the ground. Just click on ground. In the ground, we have certain materials. So this one is a grass. So let's download this one. Just download the grass material and select the material swap and click import. So like this, we have imported this. And also let's download the mud, sand texture also. So for sand texture, for ground texture, let's download this one, soil. So just download this soil and import this soil material as well. Just import this. So this is a grass, this is a soil, and now we will see for carpet. So for carpet, we'll see anything fabric kind. So click on fabric. Let's select any fabric which will be suitable for carpet. So here it is a carpet material. Let's click this carpet material and download this carpet and click on import. So we have applied a carpet material as well. Now close the Cosmo browser and then just select this grass material. If you want to apply the material for the grass, if you want to apply the material for the grass, then you have to drag and drop on this small plane, which is VREFer. Here you can see it is written VREFer. So you have to drag and drop onto this small plane. So automatically the materials will be applied for the grass. So now see, I click it, just click and drag it and drop over this VREFer. So now you can see the changes. We have applied it on the this material on the grass. Now we have to apply this soil on the on the soil this plane. So if you go near to the plane, the yellow color highlight will just now drop it. So in this way, we can just give the material to the soil. So now it looks very realistic. Now the same thing goes for carpet as well. So just click on carpet material, drag and drop it on the VREF fur. So in this way, we have created a carpet material on the fur. Now again, click and drag it on the plane like this. To make it look like a carpet, we have to go to modify and reduce the length like this. We have to reduce the length like this. And also we have to reduce the thickness as well, like this. And then what we have to do is we have to increase the density like this. So still this is not enough. So let's increase the density around 2 point something. So now you can see, so now we can clearly see that just change the number to 10. Now we can see the carpet effect. So using fabric, just close this material enter. Now we can see the effect like a carpet. So before we made using Verify, we created a grass and soil. Now we have created a carpet by just reducing the length and increasing the density. We have created a carpet material. So like this, we can create a carpet and grass in the 3D slides using Verify, guys. So that's all for the class, guys. And I hope you guys have hope this class was useful for you guys. And I wish all the best for you guys for further. So that's all. This is the final class of the 3 days months and video formats, guys. So uh, just try all the lessons. I've explained everything as a basic thing. The main thing is you guys have to practice everything. I have just teach you in a basic thing of all the thing, and also somewhere in a detailed thing, in a detailed ways. I have explained so many things. So you guys have to practice all the things. You guys have to work out on it. Once you just practice everything and work out on that, you will automatically you will see how easy 3ds Max is. So that's all, guys. I hope you guys have understood everything. So thank you, guys. All the best.